started out in student personal information, this was a letter to the learner so they can understand why they are doing this. And it was the fact that some students, most students, they don't know telephone numbers. They know how to go on their phone and click on the name, but they really don't know a telephone number, say that phone was disabled or something and they didn't have access to it. Another thing we thought about was the fact that some students really don't know their physical address, their emergency contact information, anything that they're allergic to, medical wise. And we thought that starting out with just getting them the basic and giving the basic information so they know their personal data, their demographic, and how this can be used not just for an employment setting, but also if they were to go to the doctor or the dentist. So we didn't narrow it down to just employment. We wanted them to know important personal information. And we did address the employment, of course. But again, it's those other demographic information that we wanted.
I think that's so eye-opening to me. The value of that. We take it for granted that, you live, you use your phone, but so you must know it, but we often don't.
Right. Insurance information, for example, things that we know as adults, but we have to be able to prep our kiddos and teach them about how to find this information, where to find this information, which I may be jumping the gun a little bit, but I wanted this binder, again, to be accessible to everybody, to those three main players in the IEP team. But I did understand that our kids these days are not paper and pencil. They are on the web, they're on TikTok, Facebook. That's where they are. And so how can LiveBinder was a perfect segue in terms of how they can access this information wherever they are. One of the things that I told my team was, suppose there was a fire and all of the information was lost. Well, as long as they had access to their email, they'll have access to this LiveBinder, no matter what situation happens in their life. And a lot of things that oftentimes we see students come back after they've graduated asking their teachers for that IEP.
Interesting.
or for that summary of performance, because they were not ready to adult yet.
Right.
And so in a few years after they've graduated, they come back and they want the information. Well, they only keep it for so many years and then it gets destroyed. So this also prompted me to want to do this.
Yeah, my first thought when I saw this vital records is that every kid should pull that up and fill it out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have an IEP or not. Mm-hmm. Even adults would hurt to have this printed out.
Yes.